Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully all of you guys are doing well. I apologise for the lack of videos recently. I've been extremely busy, to say the least. But, I was scouring through Twitter as you do, just catching up on the recent boxing news. And out of all of the stories that I've read, and there's been some interesting ones, the one that caught my attention the most was a potential fight that could go down in November. And quite frankly, I'm all for it. And the fight is Browne versus Jarrell Miller at heavyweight. I think that's got a ring to it. I think it's car crash TV, quite frankly. Browne, 40 years old, seen better days, bit of a fat lump. He's had his own PED issues in the past. And of course, Jarrell Miller, another fat lump, who of course has had even more PED issues. But as far as I'm concerned, both guys have served their ban. I know right now Jarrell Miller is seen as the poster boy for PEDs in boxing, in particular in the heavyweight division. But at the end of the day, the guy served his ban. Drug testing in boxing is so inconsistent, and the standards are not universal across the board. I've kind of given up on drug testing. I did a long time ago. I don't really care what these guys do. I just want to get good fights, fun fights, entertaining fights. That's all I want to see. I don't want none of this, selective outrage when it comes to drug failures. And, certain fighters are tested more than others. Certain fighters get more lenient sentences than others. If you're going to let guys juice, just let them both juice, as far as I'm concerned. But regardless, Jarrell Miller versus Browne is a really interesting fight in my opinion. I think it could be extremely fun. Both guys are technically limited. Browne is 40 years old at this stage, but he does carry power. He's been around a long time. Jarrell Miller, he's recently made his comeback from his drug ban, and he's had a couple of fights in quick succession against low-level competition. So this would be a step up in Jarrell Miller's comeback. And of course, Browne is actually coming off a surprising win over Junior Farr. He knocked out Junior Farr in one round, and that really surprised me. Who the fuck knows? Maybe Browne is back on the rocket fuel. Who the fuck knows? But I think this one could be interesting. And as it is, I think it's a good undercard fight. The dates that are being talked about right now are either the 13th of November on a card in Abu Dhabi. Alternatively, it could go down on the 26th of November at the O2 Arena in London, England, on the Daniel Dubois undercards. And yeah, these talks have been confirmed by Jarrell Miller's promoter, Greg Cohen. So we could be seeing Jarrell Miller in the UK real soon, potentially. And who knows, is that a little ploy to set up a future fight with Daniel Dubois? Because of Miller's notoriety, if Miller wins that fight against Browne and Dubois wins his fight, I'm sure that fight will do quite well in the UK. Dubois versus Miller, I'm sure it will sell quite well. But yeah, I'd be interested in Browne versus Jarrell Miller. It's hard to say what Browne has left at 40 years old. And it's hard to say what Jarrell Miller has left, considering he's been out for so long. And more than likely he is clean now. So, I don't know, man. This fight intrigues me. I know a lot of people out there are going to be saying these guys shouldn't fight in the UK. They shouldn't make this fight. It's bad for boxing, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Past caring. At the end of the day, it's two fat lumps with, somewhat entertaining styles. They bring a lot of baggage to the event. I'm sure there's going to be trash talk, all of that nonsense. So, yeah, man, I'm all for it. Let's have some fun. Let's not be so serious. Let's make Jarrell Miller versus Browne one of my most anticipated fights of the year. And I'm not being, satirical when I say that. But yeah, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy, peace.